Alright, I can go left. Actually, that goes backwards. Well, might as well. We'll go this way and come back. If there is nothing here. Leave it for now. Unless it's locked. Or not. Okay, I can't actually interact with it at all. How do I get there then?
This place. Rain may have washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary.
This is where we murdered our sister. Now let's loot these bodies. Who has killed all of you? There's another recon here. Where are these grave diggers? I think they're dead.
This is my watch. Damn grave robbers.
Okay. That's it. Choose what to tell, report the death of the grave diggers, hide the truth. Why would I hide the truth? I don't know. There must be a reason for it, but I'm not sure what it is. Alright, we are free to return home, if I can find my way in this maze. Can I not teleport there, maybe? You see nothing. What's with this master gas? Would be also nice when games finally find a way to not have so much repeated dialogue as far as combat dialogue. I mean, I don't know how they will do that. Probably not feasible, but it is an issue for sure. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. I want to find our way up to the bridge. Would be nice if there was a way to teleport on the other side, like a boat or something. Alright, we have 2 people to speak to, and then we'll go to the main story. Edwina and the other guy. Well, I guess I'll start with you then.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
Yeah,
I don't
no
want to
shit.
talk about it. Leave me alone.
It was a mistake though, so we won't kill him for that.
Is it true Sean Hampton saved your life?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to speak to Sean too.
Brought me back to the pier after I fell into the
Now that the day passed,
I was a wreck back then.
see what he says.
Were you thankful for what he did for you?
Sean Hampton really acted like a saint that day. But I suppose I'm just another lost soul who doesn't deserve to be saved.
Is there any...
How dare...
We already know this. Blah blah blah. No, thank you. Kept hitting the wrong thing.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
No, Dyson, they didn't all die. I met a boy who survived the explosion.
I never heard of an injured boy.
Not a scratch on him. I suspect he wasn't in the car when it exploded.
In the car? You mean...
Yes, Dyson. You killed his parents.
Why tell me this?
I don't know. Perhaps one day you'll talk to him and tell him the truth.
Who is that boy? How can I find him?
That's easy. Most of the time, he's in the same place. The place you never want to go back to.
I don't remember the boy at all. What boy? What?
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable...
Did we talk to someone there? I don't remember
I still
anyone.
believe our fight was just. We're killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
You made a mistake. A terrible mistake. Maybe an unforgivable one. But that does not mean that you are a monster.
I swear I did not want to kill anyone. I did not hide in the shadow to kill on purpose. That's my only defense.
God damn it, why? Sometimes it's weird. Basically that was phrased as we were absolving him, but in the end it appeared that we were accusing him. That was strange. Anyway, it's fine.
Goodbye.
Don't care. What boy though? I don't know. Strange. Where the hell is Edwina? Why is it pointing here but below?
Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my
met.
assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet boot boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member.
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
If you were such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
And Miss Gillingham? I guess why not?
Any remarkable news?
Every grandmother was
Nobody.
somewhere beautiful,
Well, there's that boy
or
Rufus
a
the Curse.
young lady,
I like him.
or a
despite
child
the
before that.
reputation he's made
It's
since
hard to
his
remember.
parents died, poor little bastard.
That are and other older people were just tiny people at some point, exuberant, probably happy, because usually as a child you are a happy person.
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout, if you catch my meaning.
I'm sure a district as colourful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though. Despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
With everything that's happened recently, the war, Spanish flu, I must concede that these are difficult times.
A few nights ago, I saw a kid eating a rat. He was right in front of one of those abandoned houses nearby. Just chewing on a living rat's insides.
That's pretty fucked up.
Tell me about the wet boot boys, Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Tell me everything you know about the Guard of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Yeah, that's all of it.
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reid, but I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright. Where the hell are you? Hello? Murdering lady.
Are they stupid or something? Pleasure, sir.
Ah, there
Been
you
a
are.
while since we've seen any new faces round here.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reid. What do you want?
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark. It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reid. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot boys thank you for your help.
Tell me your feelings about Booth's belief in monsters, Edwina.
It makes him look weak in front of the boys, that's my feeling about it. But ghosts don't scare me.
You don't believe he really saw something then?
I don't care what he saw or not. All I know is that a real man keeps his fears to himself if he wants to be obeyed.
Of course. Men can't express emotion. No. But then we'll bitch about that. Also, this guy, stop wasting your bullets, dude.
You again. What do you want?
I know you believe monsters are real, Booth.
They are. I know, I saw one, but no one believes me.
I like how he looks, though. I'm trying to think if he's familiar somehow or... I don't know. He looks interesting.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for real. It's not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it. But no one believes me.
Are your friends mocking you?
Even Edwina told me once to never speak about it, but I know what I saw. And it wasn't human. Not human at all.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Alrighty. I want to speak to the guy before I leave. Before I go for the main mission. I'm trying to remember where the shelter was. And I don't really. Oh yeah, I think it was here. Cool. Can't go from here. I don't think. Nope. Yes, good. Alright, these guys are still here. Let me check on the priest. He might still not have any dialogue after what happened. Also, he can't be eating people anymore. Is he somewhere around here, or did he leave? We might still not have made a good choice, I guess, depending. Oh, there he is.
Welcome back to my humble shelter, Dr. Reid. Are you here to subdue me again?
No, Sean. I just came by to see how you are.
I feel all right. Why'd you ask?
Are you still feeding on corpses?
No. It's almost as though the blood you forced me to drink has provided me eternal satisfaction.
Eternal satisfaction, really? So he didn't become an icon. I wonder if you can't make skull icons, but you can only make humans.
How is the sanitary situation in this part of town?
I think it's acceptable. Fewer cases of sickness recently. I thank the Lord for his mercy.
How are things in your shelter? Between the mortals and the immortals, I mean.
Even if we're all children of God, I've always maintained a strict frontier between the two communities.
What do you fear?
A few years ago, a skal decided to pay a nocturnal visit to my sleeping customers. He got caught licking their necks in the dark. Since then, I have added a lock to the door.
What if food became scarce? Wouldn't the immortals in your flock be tempted to feed on the living? Wouldn't you?
The skals can feed on the dead, Doctor. And until Judgment Day, mortals will continue dying.
He has a point. An abundant source of food. What? Can I auscultate? What the fuck is that word? I don't know that. This is the first time I've seen it. Auscultate you? I don't know. We'll hear him say it.
How did you meet old Bridget?
When younger, I used to patrol the streets at night, searching for lost souls. This is how I met her. It took me 2 months just to get her name. Now we support each other.
Had you already visited their hideout in the sewers?
Just once, and very briefly. Most of them are very discreet, and they see me as an outsider, even if I protect them.
You really are a saint, Sean.
Oh, no, sir, I'm not. But I know evil, and I believe goodwill and tenacity can make this world a better place.
Have you seen Harriet Jones since taking her to old Bridget?
No, she is with the sewer skals now. I don't go downstairs.
What happened at the Pembroke?
I guess we recognized each other. As skals, I mean. She had but one thought. To punish. To get revenge upon everything and everyone. I realized I had to bring her here quickly.
I still don't get how people become skulls. Is it through infection, like the Spanish flu, the influenza, etc.? They have. Is it because someone feeds on them? What exactly? Did you ever get it's because of that and that? Maybe we haven't found the correct lore.
But why did she fake her own death? There was so much blood in her room. She attacked patients too.
I just lost her for a minute that night. When I found her, she had caused mayhem across the hospital. I slapped some sense into her, and we fled before getting caught.
What happened then?
We ran here through narrow streets and backyards. She kept saying that someone was talking to her in the dark, offering to avenge her. But I saw nobody.
Would you let me listen to your chest, Sean?
No, Dr. Reid. You already forced me to drink your blood, and I thank you for that, for I feel better now. But it was quite an unpleasant experience.
It would help me greatly if you would allow me to give you a physical examination.
I said no. I'm no subject of medical examination, and I intend only to obey and to kneel before God.
Dude, okay, relax. I just want to hear your chest. That's a nice word there. I didn't know that. Cool.
Farewell, Sean.
Learning
Take
new
good care
things.
of your flock and of yourself.
I'm not lugubrious about that. That's an inside joke, I guess. Alright. I think I've done everything I can do. I've cured everybody I can cure. Yep. I guess it's time to go to the main story. Which is that way. I'm guessing you can only enter by that. So we'll go to the docks and then we'll go that way. Always try to see if I can unlock things. You know what? Might as well try, I guess. I don't think you can go this way, but... it is the fastest way if you can actually go to that district. Hello. Thank you. All right. Maybe you can go there. Wow, that does not heal a lot. What the hell? Is it because it's aggravated damage? Maybe. Yeah, because it also does regeneration, right? And if you have aggravated damage, you can't regenerate. Oh, there we go. That fire is weird there.
"29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me?"
A lot of blood.
There's been a fight here.
There goes a firefight. And someone was dragged upstairs. Or escaped the window. Okay.
Where does this blood trail lead?
Somewhere else. That's a weird question to ask. We are following the blood trail, so asking where it leads, why? Locked.
Did you hear me?
Hey, cadet.
There's one of them vermin.
Hello?
Occasionally, you make a good point. We're being misled. Or worse, we're being baited by leeches playing a nasty game.
Are you gonna fight? Probably.
I don't understand.
That's interesting.
I don't understand. Why drag the poor wench across all these streets?
They are gonna fight.
Lord, give us strength. I got it. Vicious bugger in it. Watch out!
That's the wrong button. Fucking stamina. Almost go through without damage, stamina out, and you can't do anything. Oh well. Someone nailed
The
here.
marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
So this is another mother, right? Pretty sure not. Because he would say something.
Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
So all this seems to be personal. Someone that hated us or hates us and probably killed us. I'm not sure if they meant us to be an icon, but they had to feed us to be one, so of course someone else could feed us.
Only a golden watch in her pockets.
Maybe say something. Fucking creepy.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Okay. Can't just sit there and talk like normal vampires. Had to do the whole creepy thing. Might as well loot.
Jonathan.
What was that?
That's creeping me out because I'm wearing fucking headphones. That's what that was. Is that our sister?
I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
I don't even see her. So don't make promises. It could be our sister, that would make sense actually.
They've all been butchered.
But who fed here, who didn't? Are we back at the cemetery? Yeah.
Presence.
Are we going to the grave of our sister? God damn it. No one has time for your shit. Who is calling for help? Someone's calling for help.
Come to me.
Stop creeping me out.
In the name of Christ, someone help me!
Oh, it's not the father who wanted to kill. It's the other guy.
You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar. Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul.
So it is our sister.
Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
And she has her mother, why?
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
Has he mesmerized here?
I'm gathering the family.
Yeah, I think she has.
For a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reid.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital, Cemetery to cemetery, grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were, in front of me, on a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary, I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reid? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reid, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love.
Why are you so fucking crazy?
Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Oh, so that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother.
Oh shit. Did we make her?
This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal.
How?
Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Well, shit.
Killed me, brother.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill you. No, I don't want to eat the breast. I wonder something, by the way. Can you change your powers mid-fight? Yes, you can. That's interesting. So that means if I, let's say, want to use the invisibility, I can do that, and then when I'm in a fight, change into something more aggressive.
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Yeah, that's a creepy lady. You're not that kind of family, come on. Okay, stop that.
Kinslayer!
Bit overly dramatic, aren't you?
in peace, monster. Come to me, Jonathan.
Okay. That's not bad. Come on. Okay.
What have you done? You've burned away Nurse's mind.
Yeah, fuck that.
You're a
Bro.
monster.
I didn't know how to use my powers. Leave me alone. People make mistakes.
Rest in peace, monster. Give me your blood, priest.
Nope.
Final thoughts are just to die for.
God damn it. I wonder if you can save him. I specifically didn't eat him because I didn't want to kill him. And she healed herself completely. That's some bullshit.
You've killed me, brother. What have you done?
Come on.
Come to me, Jonathan.
I'll wait. I deserve it. That was unlucky.
Kiss me again, brother.
Jesus. Let's try that one. Heal, thank you.
Come to me, Jonathan.
Stop resisting my powers. Thank you.
Rest in peace, monster.
Wow, I'm not doing a lot of damage.
I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton.
Stop fucking resisting.
What have you done?
Yeah, I don't have the stamina, I can't do anything. Heal.
Kiss me again.
God damn it. Fucking stamina. I'm so dead. Yep. The stamina really screwed me up. I guess I should raise my stamina a lot more. The other gun, not gun, the other weapon does a lot more damage, even if it's not as safe. But Jesus, the stamina requirements are ridiculous. Oh, and we started without blood. That's awesome.
Please help me!
You left me to rot in this grave.
Yes, thankfully, it doesn't actually. I don't have to do the whole song and dance again. That's something.
What have you done?
Seriously, fucking stamina. Can you regenerate faster?
Killed me, brother.
I may not be able to do this because of stamina, and I don't have any stamina.
Kiss me again,
I don't have any stamina potions or whatever they are.
assassin.
Really?
Kinslayer! Come to me, Jonathan. Give me your blood, priest.
Yeah, you can't actually do anything. Maybe you can save him somewhere, but
To die for.
I don't think so.
You've killed me, brother. Rest in peace, monster.
Look at how slowly the stamina regenerates.
Kinslayer!
Yes, fucking dodge everything.
Kiss me again.
And why does her stun not go down when she does that? Come on, go down. Look at that. There we go. Now the stun going down. What's happening?
What
Oh,
have
my
you done?
fucking controller died. That's awesome. Game, thanks. I mean, it's not the game's fault. That's frustrating. How does he have better powers than me? That's what I want to know.
Rest in peace, monster.
Back away.
Come to me, Jonathan.
Really. Yeah, fucking resist everything, sure.
I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton.
How? How did you resist the ultimate?
Monster.
What is this bullshit?
What have you done?
Jesus Christ. This fight is insane. And I'm out of everything. Not even stamina.
Come to me, Jonathan.
Don't resist this again. There we go. Fucking hell.
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages.
Flesh that never ages.
Or nightmare.
What a
No
huge
dream.
problem.
Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
God damn it.
I will find a cure, Mary.
If you let me choose, I wouldn't have killed her.
At last, I can forgive you.
Where are we going? Oh, I'm guessing we're going to the grave. Which is not really habitable. Alright. I did not expect her to be alive. I would have preferred if we didn't kill her, but I guess the game didn't give us a choice there.
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reid. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
Cool. Chapter 4. Which I will do next time. That was really interesting. Again, I did not expect her to be alive. I did not see it coming at all, which is great. As most things should be. I should be better prepared for combat next time. I'm used to combat being kinda easy, and I didn't even bother making some stamina potions, which would have really helped probably. But that was pretty great. Also, we totally look like a fucking vampire. I don't know how everybody else doesn't realize it. Some things need suspension of disbelief, unfortunately, the way they have done them. Anyway, next time we'll see more Vampyr. For now, have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow with more. Actually, I might play D&D tomorrow, so I'm not sure. We'll see.